And over these 4 years, we have now facilitated 41 projects with a total funding volume of more than 590 million euros. The majority of what we do is actually in the area of renewable energy and energy efficiency. My name is Stefan Bund and I'm a partner at SDG Investments. SDG Investments stand for Sustainable Development Goals. We are a digital matching platform to support Sustainable Development Goals in that we bring together project sponsors, that's to say companies or projects seeking capital, with institutional investors who want to invest their money with a sustainable purpose. We support different SDGs, but if it were to come down to what is a specific SDG, we are supporting, I would say it's the SDG 17 partnership for the Sustainable Development Goals, because we partner both sides of the financial equation in sustainable projects together. The entity seeking the funding with the sustainable business model and the entity which has the money, which wants to invest in a sustainable way. You know, the financial markets, they are still characterized by a lot of intransparency. And when it comes to sustainable investments, there's even more intransparency. So there are a lot of very sustainable new startup business models out there who seek funding. And there, on the other side, there are a lot of investors out there who are seeking these projects, but they simply do not have the overview or the skills or the resources to find all these projects. So there's a lot of information intransparency and sort of a certain opaqueness in the market. And that's where we come in with our platform. We try to bridge that information gap between the funding side and between the project side by bringing transparency to the business. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, the company has been around now a little more than 4 years. And over these 4 years, I mean, we had sort of a steady growth trajectory for us as a company as well. And over these 4 years, we have now facilitated 41 projects with a total funding volume of more than 590 million euros. The majority of what we do is actually in the area of renewable energy and energy efficiency. So solar power, wind power, energy storage, light as a service, for instance, or in the area of micromobility. Bicycle sharing schemes, electric mobility, electric scooters. So these are the type of projects where we are active. Now the next step for us as a company is really to expand into emerging markets. When I say emerging markets, I think the next stop for us is really Africa, because in Africa there's a lot of potential, in emerging markets in general there is a lot of potential for sustainable development projects. You know, in established markets like we have in Europe, a lot of business segments, they are already occupied by incumbents, by traditional business, by traditional companies, and it's difficult for innovative, sustainable startups to enter the market. Whereas in emerging markets, the field is slightly different. There's much more room to grow for true sustainable business models. And that's really where we want to go next.